I'm be sure it's going live. Okay, we are live. Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Flo with P here, and welcome to Inside Starknet Africa, where we shine the spotlight on role builders across Africa pushing boundaries on Starknet. And today we'll be diving into on and off ramp solutions and its real world usage and why it matters now in Africa. And joining us is Elias of OneRamp. Elias, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I am fine. How are you doing?
I'm all good. I'm all good. And in case you don't know what OneRamp is more like a product that is simplifying crypto assets for Africans across multiple chains. So let's get into it. And Elias, let's actually start from the roots. I think we like more like an intro to yourself. Who is Elias?
Okay, so I'm Elias Hezron, founder at OneRamp. Before OneRamp, I was working at Nethermind. I was doing the internship at Nethermind, and after the internship got done, I participated in a hackathon East India, and I built OneRamp at East India, and then I decided to build it as a product, a production-ready product. Yes. But it all
Oh,
started
that's
building the product at Starknet Hacker House in India, and then I graduated it into an actual product from Starknet. Yes.
oh, so it was more like a hackathon product.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. Looking at the solutions it brings right now, it's bringing me to the next question, which is what is OneRamp and what pushed you to build it? I understand there's like a personal experience. Like I actually have my own personal experience to using OneRamp on Starknet. So what's like your own personal experience to building OneRamp?
Uh, the major hurdle that we face in most of sub-Saharan Africa is that the crypto on and off ramps uh, do not support mobile money on and off ramp. So I'm from Uganda, and we needed a solution to allow us buy cryptocurrency with our mobile money because banks are ramp all supported bank payments but not mobile money, and also most of ramp, for example, is not in Uganda, so there was an actual need for this product. And secondly, there was no one doing ramping in Africa on Starknet at the time. So that was the inspiration. The opportunity was there. The need of the product was there, and then we went ahead to build it.
Oh, that's actually nice. I think right now there are quite some numbers of on-ramp um, on-ramp and off-ramping products. I don't want to mention some, and we know that this product exists elsewhere, and they have their own utility as well. But what are like the challenges in Africa that makes one ramp solution essential? I understand they've provided a solution to Starknet, but what's like the overall solution that makes it essential?
Uh, w- the niche that OneRamp is covering right now is being able to on and off ramp to mobile money. So that was the niche that we're covering. They are already players in the market who are doing bank transfer, and yeah, so we decided to go for mobile money because Uganda and Kenya use a lot of the highest volume of transaction is mobile money. I did not have a bank account until after university. That's when I got a bank account when I had to travel. But before that, everything was transacting via mobile money, and there was no solution for people to use the financial means they are conversant with. So yeah, so there was an actual need, and uh, that's what we are trying to cover, and that is what set us apart at initially when we're starting to build on Starknet. Uh, yeah, but uh, when we went to Nigeria, Nigeria is a country that uses bank bank transfer more than mobile money, which is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. And so in Nigeria, we integrated bank transfer, and but most of the other countries we use mobile money mainly.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think while going through OneRamp's website, I saw their support to about 3 to 4 chains right now:
Yeah.
Celo, Polygon, Ethereum, and Starknet. So why did you choose Starknet? Why was Starknet integrated? Is it more about reaching users or tapping into specific ecosystems? Or why Starknet?
The community at Starknet is really great. I think Starknet, I don't think I know, Starknet believed in me, was the first company and the first group to believe in me, to invest in me. They believed in my product, and whatever OneRamp is purely because Starknet betted on us. So I like the community at Starknet, and that's the reason that's why we built at Starknet. And we are trying to push for a broad adoption of Starknet in Africa. Yeah.
That's actually nice.
And
I can
uh,
actually, okay, go on.
and I also like the chain. I like the chain. I like the tech. Uh, I am very, very bullish on Starknet. I can say that this is not financial advice, but more than 50% of my savings are in stock token. Yeah, that's how much I believe in the project.
Yeah, and on a personal note too, I can say Starknet is one of the ecosystem that actually provides best UX solutions. And I think that's why I'm actually stuck to. I'm not coming to say, okay, I have a certain amount of stack tokens or so, but I think what made me stuck to the ecosystem was the products, using wallets like Agent, Bravos, experiencing account abstraction in real time. That's actually what made me say, okay, yes, I'm going to be here for at least a long while. So now this brings me to the next question because um before getting to use OneRamp, I actually had my own personal experience. I've had issues around getting fiat quickly. I remember last year, December, having to go. I went for a party, and you definitely want to get a drink or two, something. But now you don't have fiat, and now you need fiat immediately to pay for something. So waiting for a P2P, waiting for the user to send the money, and then at the end of the day, the user, the how do they call them, doesn't send the money, and then you are stranded. And that's what even got me to asking a friend and telling a friend, oh, how do I do this? How do I get cash immediately? And then I'm hearing OneRamp. I'm like, oh, wow. So now, let's say I have crypto, USDC, STRK, or ETH on Starknet. How do I convert that into fiat? How long does it actually take using OneRamp? And what do users actually need for this to go on?
Okay, so this would be a point where I show you how the OneDrop works. So right
Okay.
now we are on beta, so you can the users can help us test out our new screen. It's quite simple. You connect the wallet. So we do support EVM wallets, and we also do support Starknet wallet. So you connect your Starknet wallet. I'll go with mobile wallet so that I can sign the transaction on my mobile other than the web browser.
Okay.
Yeah. The transaction completes in the shortest possible time. Okay. So I have connected my mobile wallet, and I want to. I'll actually use your account. I don't know if it's possible. You send me your account number here
Okay,
in the
my
chat.
account number in the
Yeah,
chat.
so I
In the
can
chat.
I can offer them to you $1 in and then you'll receive it in a very short time. So it
Okay.
gets done in less than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, where do I see it? Okay. You
Can you see
did
it?
put it.
I think it's
Yeah, I did. I did see it on the YouTube chat, but that's risky, like to put your account
okay.
number on the
Just
YouTube chat. Yeah,
uh,
what bank do you use?
just let's use OP for now.
Okay, so this is OPay Bank, and then I'll put your account number, and then it's actually going to verify your name. So you're sure that you're not going to send the money to a wrong address. So this is taking some time, but yeah. So this is your name,
Okay.
and you're
Yeah.
certain that the money is coming to your address. And then I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and do the swap. So I'll confirm the payment, and yeah, I'll sign it on my wallet. And
So why you're
okay,
actually still doing
so
this? Does
it's
Can you hear me?
actually, yeah, I can hear you. So while
Okay.
this is completing, you're going to receive the money almost instantly. Yeah. Okay. You're
Okay.
saying something?
Okay. So while we're still doing this,
Yeah.
I want to know, since we are processing USDC for fiat, how does
Yeah.
OneRamp plug into this fiat system? Is it that they are connected with like a financial institution or a mobile money operator?
So for we are connected to the banks. Yeah. So we are
Okay.
connected to the banks, and then the banks are the ones that handle the settlement of the transaction. Yeah. So we do work with banks that allow us to be able to transact instantly and settle the transactions instantly. Yeah, you should be able to receive the transaction in a few minutes. If you don't receive it, this is also the better page, but yeah, it should it should come sometime.
Yeah. I will have to check. I have to
Yeah,
check. I'm definitely sure it's in there already.
yeah.
Definitely sure. But before that, what's like your pain point building OneRamp? I know when users, like for me, when I use a product, I don't only just see how seamless the product is. Sometimes I think about the work being done to make the product what it is. What's like the pain point for you building OneRamp? The
Uh,
regulations, everything.
yeah, the major pain point when building OneRamp is the regulation. So because most countries do not have crypto regulation framework, and so they just have a black curtain refusing everyone from operating in the crypto space. See, so Nigeria last time blocked Binance for operating in the crypto space. Nigeria's had instances where they are arresting people who are doing P2P transactions.
Yeah.
Uh, that has been there in Kenya, that has been there in Uganda. So the major challenge that we face while building our product is regulation. However, we we do not wait for regulation to get on board. We build while we talk to the regulators. So that is how we're doing it right now. So we build while we talk to the regulators, while we negotiate about getting into sandboxes and experimenting on the products and seeing how government can probably regulate it in a better way. Uh, because we, just like with any technology, the government usually lags behind. Yeah, Bitcoin came in 2008. No government recognized it until like 2018, when El
Yeah.
Salvador started to like think about recognizing it in 2021. Then they made it legal. You see, so it took a huge time, and in Africa, we take a much longer time. If the US takes 10 years, Africa is probably going to take 15 to 20 years. And that's just how it is. And that's what we have to work with right now.
So what can we have like the list of countries OneRamp is live now on?
Okay.
You mentioned
So
Kenya, Uganda.
yeah, right now we are. Uh, let me just put this here. Right now we are live in. So we are live in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, and we are South Africa is not yet, it's not yet live, but we are confirming, we are testing out South Africa. So we are stress testing the application to be able to work in South Africa. But yeah, we are live in these 6 countries, and South Africa is a country we are testing right now. Yes.
Oh, so do we have, okay, South Africa is the next country in line.
Yes. Yes. South Africa is
Okay,
the next country live.
okay. I think that's actually amazing to see that OneRamp is um being used across over 5 to 6, if I'm not mistaken, 6 countries now. And if I must say, we're going 10, 20, and it's going to be across Africa soon. So I don't know if you remember in February, Starknet announced a $4 million funding for African innovators. So my question now is, what do you think it means for builders like you and builders intending to build in Africa?
Uh, it One thing about funding is that it gives you runway to uh, build and give you and test out an MVP to see if the market actually adopts your product. So there is a difference between having a great idea and actually the users believing it's a great idea and adopting it. Uh, we it would be great. It would be great. I would be excited for the funding, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to many more projects bridging from whatever chains they are on onto Starknet, so that they can bring in more users, they can bring in more utility, more use cases for crypto. So beyond the few use cases that we know, on and off ramping, payments, we need different other projects. So I think it's great. It would allow Starknet to venture into Africa, test out different products, see what sticks and see what doesn't, and yeah, keep pushing forward with it.
Okay, so now this one is, I'm not directing this question to users this time. I'm directing this questions to business owners. Aside just off ramping and getting your fiat immediately,
Yeah.
um, what's like OneRamp's solution to business owners? Business owners looking forward to integrating this into their payment system.
Yeah. Uh, so businesses can use OneRamp to be able to receive cryptocurrency. Right now, most of the businesses receive fiat money. But then what happens when, say, for example, tourists come into the country, yeah, so and they want to use crypto. So OneRamp would allow businesses be able to trade in cryptocurrency and then convert the cryptocurrency to local money. Yeah. OneRamp would allow uh, international payments. One thing that we have seen is a widespread adoption of stablecoins, because right now I'm in Uganda. If I want to access $50,000, it's not possible for me to just walk into the bank and get $50,000, even if I
Yeah.
actually have that money in the bank. However, with cryptocurrency, it allows me to it allows me to move 50,000, 1 million without any regulatory hurdles, without paperwork, without bureaucracy of having to state reasons as to why you're withdrawing that money or why you're sending it. So with OneRamp, businesses can be able to buy stablecoins. Yeah, they can be able to buy stablecoins and then buy products internationally. So uh, if a person has if a person has cash, the regulation states that in Uganda, the moment you transact more than about $10,000, the the exchange has to like notify the government that hey, this person is moving this money. This with on cryptocurrency with cryptocurrency, that's very seamless. So we are giving people an alternative to what they are used to, just transact on using stablecoins. Yeah, they can access those stablecoins through OneRamp.
Yeah, so how are we seeing this coming soon enough? Are we seeing businesses use OneRamp soon enough? I understand, yes, it's part of the plan, but are we seeing, is there like, is there like any business in mind right now? Have you reached out?
Yeah. So currently we are doing more retail than businesses. Oh, another use case that businesses can use OneRamp is they can implement OneRamp APIs onto the application and yeah, and users are able to like interact with the application without having to leave the application. So we are working with colonies on that. We are working with Agent. We're working with other Starknet products to integrate OneRamp. But uh, I, the use case right now we are doing like what's it called, retail. So we are looking at B2C, a B2C type model, right? Having as many users as possible. But down the road, with more funding, with more liquidity, we can be able to transact with businesses, because most businesses are transacting in hundreds of thousands of dollars. And right now we are doing
Yeah.
$1,000 at the max, you see. So yeah, down the road, it's definitely something we're looking at doing.
So looking at the amount of money that we're looking at transacting every day, at least from businesses and normal users, moving from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. Are we going to be how are we dealing with KYC issues now? I think this is more like a local challenge, especially for business owners too. How is OneRamp dealing with this?
We have to do KYC because it's a regulatory requirement. The moment you are interacting with fiat money, there has to be KYC. And also because the regulators require it, and we are living in a real world. So yeah, we do KYC. Everyone who does everyone who does on and off ramping has to do KYC. I do not know of on ramps that don't do KYC unless there are exceptions. So in Uganda, for example, if you're transacting less than about $250, you can transact less than $250 without KYC. That does not scare the government. But if you're transacting $10,000, then you have to do KYC. And in Kenya, it's about $100. In Zambia, it's about $150. So they are in small volumes. It's not required, but down the road, you definitely have to do KYC so that you are regulatory compliant.
Okay. Okay, so I know the reason for also building a product too is for crypto adoption. And the next question is, what does real like crypto adoption look like in Africa today, aside just
Okay.
users using the product?
Right now, the main adoption. So OneRamp is on Starknet, but we have been on MiniPay before, and MiniPay has I think 2 million or 3 million users in Africa. And from our activity that we while we on MiniPay, the main use case that people were using uh, cryptocurrency uh, was remittances. Yeah. So people working abroad and then they send them money in crypto and then they off ramp. But like we saw a huge activity in remittances, people off ramping through one ramp more than on ramping. But also there are of course a few cases where people on ramp because they want to buy a coin. Someone has had, oh, Trump is moving up. How do I access? How do I get crypto? How do I get in? I also want to get a bit of it. So yeah, The current adoption is mainly speculation. So people are buying cryptocurrency to speculate on DeFi, to speculate on tokens. Uh, the future in which I would love to see, uh, my point where I feel like we have reached is when I can go to any shop and transact with cryptocurrencies without going through bridges. Yeah. So uh, I- something similar with agent card. I have my card. It has my cryptocurrency on it, and then I go to any other shop and just swipe and pay with cryptocurrency. Uh, that's a point where I would love to see us reach. But I believe to reach at that point, the community has to collectively trust that.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, but right now, I think the biggest gap to getting to that point is education. Yeah, because people do not know what cryptocurrency is. People do not think that it's real money, So we there is a huge gap before we can get to the point whereby I can move freely across Africa and transact with my cryptocurrency without having to go through middlemen. Yeah. So I have cryptocurrency in my wallet. I have a card that transact with that, and then yeah, pay pay for bills, pay for utilities. Like let this be the way of life. Yeah.
yeah. So you are indirectly spilling that we might see a one RAM card in the future, at least something close to that. So is there
Yeah.
like any plan beyond off ramping with one ramp, or it's just on and off ramp?
We do have. Let me see. We do have utilities as well. So being able to pay for goods and services. Uh, yeah. Let me get the site. Being able to pay for goods and services using your crypto assets. So I will share the screen. So we have utilities where is a user should be able to pay for goods and services using their crypto assets. Yeah. Okay. Let me just use my in-browser wallet. So we do have utilities, but this is only in Kenya. You can pay bills, you can buy airtime, you can uh they have something called bill number, which is to pay for goods and services, and then you proceed to pay a bill. So you put in Kenya has like you put in a business number and the business account and then the amount, and then it will pay. So if I put maybe 10 Kenya shillings, this is equivalent to this, and then you pay with your assets. So yeah, this is something we already have, but the downside that it's only in Kenya, and we hope to scale it to Nigeria. We hope to scale it to uh, Zambia and all the other countries where OneRamp is. One other caveat, however, is that some countries have a high adoption uh, of digital payments, while others do not. I lost you for a second.
Yeah, my network tripped off. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Okay,
yeah,
sorry, you were presenting something.
I was presenting about being able to pay for utilities with your cryptocurrency. OneRamp already has that, and we do have it in Kenya. And we are looking at rolling something out, like being able to pay for your utilities in Nigeria and in other countries. One thing, however, is true is that some countries have adopted digital payments, while a lot of other countries are still stuck on cash payments. So Kenya, for example, it's the the means of payment is usually digital. Yeah, like a person buys a tomato using M-Pesa and fast instant settlement. Uganda, on the other hand, we have not yet adopted digital payments as the norm. So this is a cash economy, but we are looking at rolling out our utilities application to all countries that are digital savvy and have adopted digital payments. Yep.
Okay, so now for users across Africa watching the space now, what's like the features or the products or the next or what's next for OneRamp? What are they to expect?
Okay, so right now we are focusing on growth. Next stop, South Africa. After South Africa, we are looking at getting into the Francophone market. So Ivory Coast, DRC, Congo, Senegal, really huge markets. And then Ethiopia as well is a huge market. But we are growing. We are growing. We are scaling. We want OneRamp to be the go-to product for on and off ramping in Sub-Saharan Africa.
That's nice. And I see you are actually onto something. You mentioned the word growth. So what's something you are proud of in this journey?
In the journey of growing OneRamp.
Yeah,
Wait, uh, it has allowed me to. It's my first time being a founder. I cannot say that I have been a founder before. So
yeah.
everything I'm doing it for the first time. I've learned from my mistakes. I have uh, tried to talk to users, have relationships with other businesses. It has taught me a lot. I feel like I have aged so much in such a short time. Uh, I'm just 26, but I'm very sure I would look like 30 because of the stress of running a company. So yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting. It's the journey, all right. It's the journey
Yeah,
that makes it worthwhile. Yeah.
yeah. So, you said this is your first time being a founder, and I feel we have young builders out there looking to providing the next solution. So, what's like a final word to young builders watching the space now from a 26 years old founder?
Yeah. So they should decide if they want to be a founder or if they want to get employment. So founders are glorified hustlers. It's it's amazing to be a founder and to have a company, but it's more stressful because you are not certain of where the revenue is coming from. You're not certain if you're going to have money at the end of the month, while employment will at least give you guarantee of income. So if a person is a builder, uh, I would encourage them to be a founder only and only if they identify a niche that would identify a niche that they can exploit. So if you identify a niche and you can exploit that niche, then go ahead and do it. If you are going to be a founder and you're building a product that is already saturated in the market, I would not encourage them to be a founder. I'd advise them to go out, harness your skill, and go and look for a job, because at least you have security of income, and you wouldn't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. Yeah.
Okay, so for people just joining, you said OneRamp was more like a product of a hackathon.
Yes.
So, and we know we have builders participating in hackathons that have built, but didn't get to take up the product beyond just the hackathon. You get. So, what can you tell those people that have nice solutions, but just dump it just for the hackathon alone?
Yeah, a person should resonate with the product they are building. So there are a lot of hackathon projects that do not go ahead to become actual products because the person is building it maybe to win a prize, or base is giving away $5,000 if you integrate base on it, or if you do KYC on base. Or Starknet is giving away $15,000 if you do something particular. And so you write code to win a prize, but you're not actually passionate about the problem you're solving. So if you're not passionate about the problem you're solving, you are not energized to wake up in the morning and write the code and push it and keep iterating and looking for customers and trying out with an MVP. People whose hackathon projects are not people who do not take their hackathon projects into production, I do understand, maybe because they're not passionate about it. But if you're passionate about your hackathon project and you want to take it into production, I would encourage them to actually keep building it. Look out for grants, what grants and what communities you can associate yourself with. Community is very important because community helps test your product, validate your idea. Uh, yeah, so you need community, and you need to align with a particular vision. So yeah, hackathon project. If you love what you're building, if you think that is going to be a viable business, if you can find a way to make it be able to generate revenue, right? Then go ahead and build it. But if you realize that maybe this is a great product, but I am not passionate about this, I don't look at taking it into production. Uh, Save yourself some time, save yourself time, and go on to something else. Like it's fine to jump around until you find something that you like.
Yeah, yeah. So this is also to the users in case you're looking for a community. The Starknet Africa community is more than it's more active for you to just jump in. Currently, they are running the Cairo Bootcamp 4, teaching young builders and newbies the Cairo language, which is used to build decentralized applications on Starknet. So you can join in the community, you can follow up, and there's always one builder ready to help you. So, Elias, you made mention of builders or partners also integrating OneRamp. Is there like a SDK or API or something that
Yes,
they can?
yes. So docs.oneramp.io. Wait, let
Okay,
me see if
let
that
me.
is up online. I don't know if we did ring. Yeah, .io. Is it online? Oh no, organizations suspended. But yeah, we do have documentation. I it You'll find it on the website. Right now, we are still perfecting the docs. We have been focused on perfecting the user experience, the website, and then we shall perfect the docs, and then users can be able uh, to use our docs and our APIs to integrate OneRamp onto the application. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how can users reach OneRamp? The X
Uh,
handles, the website,
yeah.
so we can display it.
Yeah. So on X 0x1 ramp, right? So X 0x1 ramp, and you should be able to get one ramp there. I should
Let
have,
me
and
just
then
see.
yeah,
OneRamp.
yeah, 0x.
Think
So,
think this way. Am I correct?
yeah. So if a person wants to reach out to us, just text us on X. We are on Telegram, but that's our support channel. But yeah, you can find us on Telegram for support, or you can also find us on X. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where you are watching across Africa from Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, and some of the countries I may not remember now. OneRamp has actually solved on and off ramping um, solution problems rather, and I am actually a testifier. To be honest, I've used OneRamp not once, not twice. I think I've used OneRamp, if I'm not mistaken, 4 to 5 times to get fiat. Though, though the first time I had a little bottleneck, but the OneRamp team is actually putting in the work. Okay, we see someone from Kenya here. The OneRamp team is doing everything possible to make getting your fiat seamless. So we've been talking about getting fiat. Is there also a way to get stable coins or crypto assets? Because it shouldn't look like we're just talking around just getting fiat.
Yes, so we also do support. The reason that's why I'm using our new UI is because this is going to be the norm. So we also do support
Okay, let
users
me.
to be able to go ahead and transact
Okay,
to
I'm
buy.
actually waiting
Yeah.
for this UI. I don't know. I prefer this.
To the previous one, yeah.
Yeah.
We have, yeah, we do have that UI, and we also, our previous UI is on pay.oneramp.io. This is how our previous UI looks like, and you can go through the process of buying. So let's say I want to buy, yeah, so this is already set to USDC on Starknet. I want to buy 3,000 Naira, and then I would choose the bank in which I want to pay with. Yeah, and I would proceed to the various steps. But we are switching this for something else. We're switching this for this UI instead. So yeah, for
Yeah.
for this.
So that's actually a lot. If if you're just here joining, you can check out OneRamp. I'll be dropping the website as well, so you can off ramp in case you need cash. And for my Nigerian users, you can. Okay, they say you guys have M-Pesa. How do you pronounce it? Is it M-Pesa or
Yeah,
M-Pesa?
M-Pesa. So M mobile money, Pesa
Okay,
money. So M-Pesa.
okay,
But
okay, okay,
that's how they
okay.
do it that's how they do it in Kenya. In Uganda, it's mobile money. In Zambia, mobile money. Tanzania, mobile money. It's Kenya that's unique with M-Pesa. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, like I said, for my Nigerian users and other users that are looking forward to using OneRamp, you can try to just check out OneRamp, the website. If you need cash and if you have your assets on Starknet, the easiest way to doing that is just converting your asset to USDC, fixing the amount. It automatically reads the amount of USDC you have. So just have USDC and OneRamp reads it, you fix the amount you want to sell and you get cash immediately. It doesn't really take time. So talk your fees. Okay, let's talk about fees now. Aside Starknet being fast, Elias, the fees. How are the fees done? Is it cheap? Is it
Yeah.
cheap?
So currently, our fee percentage is 1%. That is what we are charging. But we look forward to reducing the fees as low as possible. So we look at the future where maybe the fee would be 0.5%. So yeah, it's something that we are adjusting down the road.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I am actually waiting for the fees to go down as well. I think I would like a 0.0 something percent fees, but I'm big thumbs up to what you're building. You've actually been a savior when it comes to getting fiat, and I think you people you guys deserve the accolades you guys are getting now. And I'm just saying a big thank you for at least pushing this. I know some people would have given up on doing this, but you did this to help African users. And this is just personally saying thank you. Thank you, thank you. And actually, that's a wrap on this session. And if you're just joining, this is Inside Starknet Africa. We are spotlighting products building on Starknet. And thanks again, Elias, for breaking it all down from the features, the product, and what we are to expect. If you've not followed OneRamp, you can follow OneRamp on X, which is OX OneRamp on X. You can also follow Elias OX Elias Hezron, and also Starknet Africa, just at Starknet Africa on X, both on X and also YouTube. And also stay tuned for more deep dives. Until the next session. Thank you, Elias. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for thank you for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, bye bye.